coming to you from sponsor Gambian Girl. We're here, Anita and myself, together with 5 very bright young ladies who are ready to have a discussion about this year's theme, which is My Voice, Our Equal Future. So before we get started, I think we will just start with first the girls introducing themselves and telling us about the school they attend and what grade they are in. We also just wanted to, as part of the introduction, have them talk a little bit about themselves. So what makes you special, and who do you admire? Who is your role model? So I think we'll just start with Fatima, who's going to introduce themselves, and then we, when the girls are done, we'll come to Anita and then myself before we get started.
Good afternoon to you all. My name is Fatima Kamara. I am 12 years old and currently attending Brimao Upper Basic School. I am in grade 7. My name and existence makes me unique. My mother is my role model. Thank you.
Thank you, Fatima. Elizabeth, maybe?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Ashaba. I'm a student of Laos Comprehensive Junior School. I'm 15 years old. The person whom I admire is Mrs. Sigajan because she is dedicated to her job and willing to save lives. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth. Can we have the next one?
Good afternoon to you all. My name is Omewan, and I am a student of the Gambian Methodist Academy. I am currently in grade 9, and I am 14 years old. The person whom I admire is my mom. The thing that I believe is unique about me is my name and everything else about me. Thank you.
My name is Lena Mendy, a student from Mushroom Senior Secondary School. I am in grade 10. I am 16 years old. One unique thing about me is that I am passionate about my education and hungry for success. The person I admire most is my elder sister. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aida Betta Basmutio, and I am attending the Gambia Methodist Academy. I am currently in grade 9, 15 years old. What is special about me is that I always achieve what I want to achieve, no matter what. The person I admire is Auntie Anita because she helps give girls like me a voice. Thank you.
Oh, that is a wonderful compliment, Auntie Anita.
That is amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I guess Anita.
Hi, everyone. I'm Aneta, and I am currently living here in the UK and co-founder of Sponsor Gambian Girl, which is this initiative that we're doing now. And what's unique about me is nothing stops me. When I want to go and get something, I go and get it. And yeah, so who inspires me? Michelle Obama inspires me a lot. I like her and what she stands for. Thank you.
Thank you, Anita. Thank you very much. So as I'm going to be co-hosting with Anita, and my name is Betty Marong. So I am the member of the Board of Trustees of Sponsor Gambian Girl, and also the champion for Norway. So I run Sponsor Gambian Girl in Norway, where we're sponsoring a lot of girls and having doing a lot of good work together with Anita and the team. And we're very happy to have this conversation right now because the whole idea of Sponsor Gambian Girl is to empower girls and women to have their voice heard. So I would say what makes me unique is very much like what Anita said and what I think it was Lena who said, that I am very focused and driven, self-driven. So I motivate myself quite easily, especially if there's something that I'm really, really interested in. I think that's really something that I admire or appreciate about myself. So that is it. Thank you for the introductions. And we wanted to just move right into the topic now. So I just wanted to start this by just asking our panelists on the girls on when you hear my voice, our equal future. What does that mean for you? What does that mean to you? What do you think about when you hear the theme? Lena.
What I understand about this topic is that both girls and boys should have the same opportunity in education and anything. Like girls should not be given like violence or injustice. Like we should all have the same opportunity to do anything and should be straightforward and like.
I just wanted to
Empowered.
ask. Yeah, do you feel like the majority of the girls that you meet and encounter with have achieved that they heard?
Yes.
That is very beautiful. You have a very good empowered circle of friends. How about you? It's Umi, right?
Yes. What I understand about this team is that accessing resources and getting opportunities is no longer one-sided. And what I mean by one-sided is that it's no longer in favor of the male gender. Female and male can get equal rights on getting opportunities and accessing resources. Thank you.
I know it says
amazing.
my voice, our equal future, and it's fantastic that you said that. It shouldn't be one-sided, because the whole point is that why waste 50% of the world's population, I say, by not giving them a voice when you can have all 100% to have a voice and create even a better future, because that's what we believe, right?
Yes.
How about you, Elizabeth?
Well, what I understand about the team members are equal future is my voices are equal future. So listening to my voice gives us positive thinking, which means that it should not be one-sided. Both girls and boys have the same rights. So girls should not be ill-treated or something like that. That's what that means.
Exactly, and that's exactly, I think when I read about the people that have written about this topic, it has been that the world will be a better place, and we believe that the world will be a better place if all the voices are heard, and especially the voice of women. So that's fantastic. How about you, Fatima?
What I understand in this thing is that girls have powers of change as they can be able to transform our societies. It can be observed that so many events have been happening to girls and has also affected their well-beings, have now started to get reduced because of the voices of girls. And females can be competing with boys for senior positions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And how and think just a follow up on that, because how do you think you will feel if you looked at your government or your national assembly and see that 50% of the seats are women? You will feel that, okay, I can do that, because you have representation. It does matter to have female women on senior positions. I absolutely agree with you.
Yes. I agree with that too. Yeah.
So that is a beautiful understanding and varied understanding of the theme. Anita, do you have anything to add on that before we move on?
Yeah. We should all sit back and look at what are the areas that we have not been listening to girls, and what can we do collectively as a society so that their voices are heard, not in theory but in practice. We've been discussing about all these issues, but now we have to have the things in place that would actually say, yes, we are listening to girls and we've heard from them, and this is what we are implementing. And it's important that everybody is involved, from parents to government level to all areas of society should be involved, so we can have this equal representation of girls and women in all aspects of decision making. It's important. Yeah.
Absolutely. And one of the things I like most about this topic, it's coming from an empowered angle, right? It's not as, oh, women and girls are being disadvantaged, let's protect them, let's support them. It's more like women are girls, and girls are leading the way to affect social change. And I like that. And I know our panelists will be at the forefront of ensuring that there's social change. I like that when I asked about whether they in their circle they felt like women were giving or girls were giving up equal opportunity, they all said yes. That means there is shift, there is change, because not all generations have that. So I really think that's really beautiful. So we're still going to keep on to the topic that we're discussing. Is about women and voices. And I just wanted to ask a question or start a discussion about a voice. Like what is what does it mean to have a voice? In Would you want to just comment on that, girls? So maybe we just start with Elizabeth now, just to tell us, when I say I have a voice, what does that mean? What does it mean to you?
Well, to me, having a voice means having the right or the power to make decisions.
Mhm. Absolutely. Decisions about what in general, decisions or about decisions that affect other people, or decisions that affect you in particular.
Decisions that affects nobody, that
Mhm.
helps everyone.
Absolutely. How about you, Umi?
Having a voice means having the power to influence a decision or make a decision regarding private or public levels. What I mean by private or public levels is that your life or the lives of other people, where you can make decisions for them using your voice.
Mhm.
That's what I think.
Absolutely. And I can't wait to have you in a decision-making position using your voice to effect change. I know you would. Absolutely. How about you, Fatima? Do you want to answer that question?
With their voices, they are able to fight for their rights and make their own decisions, as well as have courage to come out and report any bad experience they have undergone. These have given them the opportunities for government and other stakeholders to come up with policies that are meant to protect the girls because of their voices. Government has started to take actions on people who have violated the rights of girls and also reduce the number of child marriages and gender-based violence. Thank you.
Absolutely. I love that angle, because I mean, if you have if you're voiceless, if you don't have a voice, then you don't know to actually speak up when something wrong is being done to you. When a girl is giving a voice and they know they're being violated, then they can speak to, even if it is just their mother or their father, but they know that this is wrong, and I can speak up and I would not be punished for speaking up. So that is very beautiful. That is actually, yes. How about you, Beta?
What I understand or what it means for guys to have a voice is for them to be able to speak up without negative consequences, for them to be able to make decisions and be part of decision making, both public and private. What I mean about public and private is in a family, they can also make their own decisions, speak up if what is going on in the environment is not friendly to them. What I mean about public is also like in the country, or during our society, in our society, I mean, there will be something going on that is affecting us. Which we don't like. You will be able to speak up, have
Absolutely.
confidence in our voice, and be able to speak up and raise awareness. Thank you.
I like both points. I like the point where when in public discussions, when you see something that is happening in public and it affects you, of course you have to speak up. I mean, you understand. I mean, children will understand what children need better than anyone. So if children don't add their voices and say, "Excuse me, you are there making decisions for you. You haven't been a child, Betty, since like for 30 years. Let me speak up for me." It will be easier to make policies that actually effect meaningful change. If you can hear me, then we can just go to Lena. Okay, you're back.
When a girl has a voice, she's able to stand up for herself, even in situations where she's surrounded by men. She's able to empower and train the upcoming generations from the bad practices that affect women and girls. She is able to empower and train the upcoming generations to have a healthy mind, body, and soul. And she is able to train everything about the policies that like violence, injustice, and that affect women and girls.
Absolutely. I noticed something by all of you, and I see that a little bit in myself, and it has made me think about why is it that I feel comfortable to express my opinion. So I don't, because there's some girls that will be very shy when they're asked a question and they don't want to answer and they will run out of the room. But I don't feel like I'm like that, and you're not like that. And I feel, at least when I've thought about it, I know it came from when I was very young and I was being raised that I had a voice, even though I was a child and I had to have respect for the adults and the parents, but they listened to me. So I wasn't asked to be quiet every time that I had an opinion. May I just ask you girls, how important do you think that is for children to be heard, even though in the end it's the parent that has to make the decision because they know what's best for the child, but it's good to be able to express your opinion. What do you think about that? And what is your experience with that?
Parents are the first teachers of a child.
Mhm.
A child must learn inside the home before going outside. So girls should be given a voice at a very tender age because it will help them when growing up. It will help them build courage inside them. It will help them to be able to speak up for themselves and speak up for others as well.
Mhm.
They'll be able to see matters concerning their life, their society, what is not favoring them in the society or in the family as well. They should also be given a voice in the family. Because in the family nowadays, they always say that girls, what they have to do is go get married, bear kids, and take care of the children. Well, it is not that. Because our views, our opinion, our children are also very important in the family, in the society as well.
Absolutely. That is that is very good. I hope the parents are listening, and I know your parents have done a fantastic job because you're all very confident young ladies. But it's good for parents to listen to what the young girls have to say. And if you're a parent who's out there who thinks that especially girls should not be heard, please turn, change, and start listening so they can be like these beautiful young ladies on our panel. So thank you so much for that. I guess we have asked, and this has been answered also through your comments, all of you. But just why do you think it's important for a country, for the betterment of the country in general, for girls to have voices? Why do you think, like, if you can link giving girls voices, having girls being heard, to the betterment of the country? Why do you think that is important? And here I'm going to ask Umi.
I believe an equal future is where girls and boys get access to the same opportunities and get access to the same resources. So if we also get access to resources, the same way as boys are getting access to resources, we can participate more in matters of our countries and take into leadership, challenge, and push boundaries, where we can inspire other girls to also use their voice.
Absolutely. And I love the inspire part of this because that's probably the most important. Because you all probably have someone in Gambia or outside of the Gambia that you look up to that is giving you motivation for keep excelling. And if you come that far, and hopefully in your generation, there will be we'll have more women in government, in higher positions, so that you can inspire more girls. That is very beautiful. Do you have something to ask or add to that, Anita?
Yes. If you look into most of these leadership positions, if you look at the decision-making positions, things that are affecting our lives on a daily basis, we are not represented. You know, as you said it before, Betty, who else can know our issues are better than ourselves? And who else can bring about the practical solutions that can, you know, bring about the change that we want? It's only can be done by women. So that's why we have to be in those positions. And it's no longer waiting for us to be invited. We have to go and join. We have to make our own way to be there. You know, they always say, if they invite you and there's no seat, bring your own seat, you know, kind of thing. So it's high time we bring our own seat in the table. It's high time that we don't wait for an invitation. Those days of waiting for an invitation are gone. Because when you look at all the issues that are, it's because of the low representation of women. That's why most of our issues are ignored. Most of our problems are not brought to the fore. It's not highlighted that much. So I believe in order for us to really make a change and move forward, we girls, the women, and then bringing on the girls with us, you know, so they can see how we are moving on and they can take on the baton and take it to the next level. We have to build that like generational change to bring the girls with us and know that it's only girls, it's only women that can actually, you know, talk about their issues, bring about the solutions, and just take it further. So it's very important that we are there and we have a voice. All of our voices, no matter how you think you don't have a voice, whatever voice you have is important and it's adding to the conversation. So don't ever think my voice doesn't matter. It matters at every level, at whatever level you are, in the household, in the school, in whatever capacity you are, your voice matters and you should always use it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And this is one of the things I like about the theme. Like I said before, it is coming from an empowered perspective. I don't think the times are gone are the days when women ask for permission to be heard or to be in places or to come and comment on social and cultural or national issues. Those days are past. Do not wait to be asked. I mean, the battle will be fought when someone says, be quiet, and then we can take it from that. But it's not about waiting for someone to say, you come here, speak, because those days are gone. If we are sitting back and not coming in front to speak and to represent, to be in politics, to be doctors, lawyers, or, you know, be economists, then we cannot expect the others to fight our battles. I mean, of course, there are feminist men, but the best people that can represent us, that can represent our interest, is ourselves, because then you know how it feels to be a woman and how to grow up as a woman.